This is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Known as one of the greatest soccer players of all time.
And unfortunately, he got eliminated with Portugal in the round of 16 in this World Cup. Even though this man has never won a World Cup his entire career, he has still left a significant impact among everyone else inside and outside the sport. So in honor of his legacy, I will be attempting his exact training routine for the next 7 days as a basketball player with zero soccer experience. Well, this is going to be interesting. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the first day, and today we're going to be testing our athleticism and skills. Now, Ronaldo is known for his insane sprinting speed and athleticism, so today we're going to be testing how fast I can run a 30-meter dash. So from this fire hydrant all the way to this tree here, it is around 30 meters, and we're going to see how fast I can run from that fire hydrant all the way to this tree. We're going to be using this soccer ball as our finish line because, you know, this video is about Ronaldo. Now we're gonna see how high I can jump. I'm gonna be using these sticky notes to see how high my standing and running start vertical jump is. First, we're gonna do standing. Now it's time for the running start. All right, guys, here are the two sticky notes, and the measuring tape is on the ground, and we're gonna measure this one, which is my standing jump, and that comes to around approximately 9 foot 4 inches. Now for the running start one, it is around 9 foot 9 inches, I'd say. All right, guys, now it is time for the one that I'm probably gonna suck the most at, and it's gonna be juggling the football.
This was my first ever time trying to juggle a soccer ball in a while, and yeah, it shows a lot.
No. Oh my God, I actually suck at this. I quit.
And this was my best attempt. We're gonna have our first Ronaldo breakfast of the day. He typically likes eating avocado toast with eggs. And also, Ronaldo likes to eat 5 to 6 meals per day. Yeah, I'm just gonna be munching on a lot of small meals like this one throughout the days.
Ronaldo does tend to train his agility a lot, so to start off the day, we are starting off with ladder drills.
These ladder agility drills include the icky step, single leg hops, and then in and out steps.
Oh my God.
For my second meal of the day, I had a bowl of grapes.
Now it's time for the 5-10-5 shuttle run.
The 5-10-5 shuttle run involves you running to one side of 3 cones, and then you run directly to the other side, and then you go back to the side that you first sprinted to. And I will be doing each of these drills for 3 sets today. And after the shuttle runs, I attempted to do Ronaldo's signature step over. And this is how it went for the first try.
Oh my God. I can't dribble a soccer ball to save my life.
It was definitely a struggle trying to do this step over that Ronaldo is insanely good at, but hey, at least I managed to get a goal with no goalie.
Yes! So.
And then for my third meal of the day, I had some chicken and rice. And then we moved on to plyometric exercises, which involve box jumps, broad jumps, single leg hops, weighted squats. And then to build the upper body strength, I did 3 sets of push-ups until failure. Next, we got some Bulgarian split squats. And then we move on to pull-ups, hanging leg raises. And then for my fourth meal, I had some broccoli.
All right, guys, we have our post-workout drink, and that is a protein shake. So let's enjoy.
And before I went to bed, I decided to cool my body off with some deep stretching before bed.
What's good, everybody? It is currently 5 in the morning right now. The reason I'm up so early is because I leave to go to Chicago at 8. So that gives me 3 hours of training to do. Anyways, I'll see you guys at the court. All right, guys, we are here at the court, and to build our conditioning up, we're gonna be running 5 suicides with a minute of rest between each sprint.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty miserable running these 5 suicides on this court. This time I'm implementing a bit more of my own sport into this training because I know both sports like basketball and soccer both value conditioning very highly. And when I finished my last sprints, I was completely dead.
Oh my god. Now it is time to make 100 shots. Well, at least close to it.
This definitely took the most energy out of me because I feel like taking game speed shots replicates the sudden movements and unpredictability in the game of soccer as well. I'm mainly doing this to practice the footwork, not to actually practice shooting because obviously you don't use your hands in soccer. But after a bit of time, I finally made 100 shots.
All right guys, now it is time for the penalty kicks. I'm gonna try and hit the left corner of the goal.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my kicking is even worse than my juggling skills.
Oh my god. Hey. Okay, I think that's the closest I can get to the left corner. Let's do it to the right now.
Obviously, you can tell the main problem with my kicking is that the ball just keeps rolling on the ground and that the arc is generally flat.
Anyways, I'll see you guys at home.
Let's work out. When I got back home, I did the same sets of exercises that Ronaldo prioritizes so he can be in the best shape that he could possibly be. And then when I finished the workout, I had an apple as a post-workout snack. And then my family and I went on our way to Chicago. And when I was there, I was still practicing my juggling skills in public. Even on a Ferris wheel, I was still practicing my handles. And I found an empty parking lot to practice by myself in with a Sears Tower in the background, which looks pretty cool. And then at the end of the trip, I decided to practice some more in front of Bass Pro Shops.
Alright guys, we are back from Chicago and yeah, I'm really tired. It's time for bed. Alright guys, let's eat some breakfast.
And after this amazing breakfast I did some deep stretching and then I went straight back to agility drills on the ladder.
Alright guys, now we're gonna be doing cone drills here, and for this one, I'm gonna be weaving between all 5 of these cones.
This is one of the many cone drills that Ronaldo practices to maintain his quick footwork on the field. And obviously, this is not a basketball court, so it's kind of weird running on the grass for me.
Alright, this drill some of y'all hoopers might be familiar with. We're gonna be doing the box drill.
The box drill is another drill in basketball that could correlate to soccer very well.
Oh shoot, my shoe.
And then I had to end it on the court with some suicides and a pull-up midi. Now this time I actually wanted to try dribble a ball between the cones, and yeah, obviously it did not go too well.
Let's go, 2 in a row. Ow. Oh my god. Woo.
Then I decided to practice some self passes against the wall, also to work on my kicking technique, and I also did it with my off foot as well. Obviously, you can see I'm not good at it. And then to finish off the day at the field, I decided to practice some juggling.
No. Alright guys, we made it back home, and I'm gonna go in the pool later today to cool off, but y'all already know we gotta eat this apple because we gotta stay consistent with these post-workout snacks.
And after that workout, I decided to cool off and do some active recovery inside the pool. And later in the day, I watched the World Cup semifinal, and I was kind of shocked that France lost to Spain. Then I had my lunch for the day.
Alright guys, I'm about to do the plyometric and weightlifting workout of the day, but right now I feel really physically and mentally drained right now. And it's getting to the point where I'm starting to question if Ronaldo is even human. Because my legs right now, they feel like concrete.
Despite what I was feeling right now, I decided to keep pushing through because I knew if I was in Ronaldo's position, he would still be doing the same thing because he was that addicted to getting better every single day. And I feel like this day really tested my mental and physical limits for the day.
I can't get up. My goodness.
After the workout, I drank a protein shake and then I did some stretches. In the morning for day 5, I decided to try something new.
I did a little bit more research about Ronaldo and I found out in the morning he also likes to take a cold plunge. And I'm pretty sure you can see right here, we have a pool in our backyard and we just refilled it with new water. So yeah, the pool is relatively cold right now. So I figured that my muscles are already feeling sore from yesterday, so why not go for a cold plunge?
Us. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cold. Now, Ronaldo typically stays in here for around 2 minutes, so that's how long I'm gonna be staying in here for. All right, the time's up and it's time to get out. I'm not gonna lie, that felt pretty good.
All right guys, today we're gonna be focusing on building explosive leg power, just like how Ronaldo did, where he hit that insane header during the game. But first, we gotta practice our ball handling and agility drills.
Day 5 was another day for me to stay consistent by doing the same drills that I did in the previous days and to work on building skills and athleticism over time. And I'm starting to feel more confident with the step overs. When I got back home and had some grapes, I was a bit shocked at what happened.
Bro, we cannot be for real right now, bro. Like, look at this.
Argentina got the 2-1 lead and there's 3 minutes left in the game, bro. Oh my god. Argentina, bro.
Bro, they're about to go to the finals for the second time, bro, in a row.
Now it is time to attempt Ronaldo's signature volley kick with the help of my dad right here. I'm gonna run like right here and I just wanna like that. This is my first ever time attempting this, so this is probably not gonna be good my first time. My main goal is to just get it perfectly through the net, no contact with the ground, so this is gonna be a lot harder. Ah! Ooh! I just needed more air time. Ooh, I'm not sure if I got enough air time, but we'll see. I rechecked the footage and it seems all right, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get an even better attempt. Ooh! When I got back home, I did my explosive leg workout, which involved weighted squats, box jumps, single leg glute bridges, and then calf raises.
Whew. Now I know why Ronaldo has a literal six-pack on his legs. Alright guys, today will be a recovery day because tomorrow is the day where I test my skills in athleticism. So yeah, I'm going to be doing lots of mobility work, stretching, active recovery, and all that.
After my breakfast, I did some mobility movements with the resistance band. And then I had my lunch for the day, which was burritos. And then I wanted to get some light practice of my ball handling in the driveway. Then I also decided that I wanted to practice my juggling too. And juggling the ball felt noticeably different because it felt a bit easier to control the ball. Then our post-workout snack was grapes, and then we had some steak and meatloaf at the end of the day.
Steak is like my all-time favorite source of protein.
Alright guys, today is the final day and yeah, I'd say my muscles feel pretty recovered today. You know, I'm hoping for the best, but anyways, let's eat this breakfast. Alright, now it is time to get those dynamic warm-ups in.
Before I did my sprints, I wanted to warm up even more by sprinting at 50% speed, 70%, and then 90%.
Alright guys, I'm all warm now, and now let's do our final 30-yard dash.
Before my vertical, I wanted to get a few warm-up jumps in.
Alright, I'm all warm now, and first we're gonna do our standing vertical. Alright, so our standing vertical is around 9 feet 9 inches right here. And for the running start vertical, it is around 9 foot 11 inches right here.
On juggling, I felt like I locked in the most on because I really wanted to concentrate on getting more than 6 bounces, and this is how much I got.
4, 5, 6, 7. Alright guys, I managed to get 7 juggles in, so still some improvement right there. This is the data from day 1 and day 7, and yes, there has been some noticeable improvement, so I'm pretty happy about that. It has definitely been interesting exposing myself to this new world of sports. I'm so used to hand-eye coordination with basketball, but foot-eye coordination is definitely something I'm not used to. But anyways, it has been quite a journey this whole week, but also shout out to Spain. Congratulations for winning the World Cup. You guys really deserved it. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure to leave a big thumbs up and subscribe.